in Week 4. The Eagles dominated their first matchup against the Commanders. Can Washington get revenge? Find out next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by a former first-rounder in his 4th year now out of Utah State, Jordan Love.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Khalil Mack, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. On play action, Love to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's Love. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And bringing them out is the top pick in the 2018 draft, fiery competitor from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They go play action. Mayfield airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run with Ridley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Ridley, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The numbers for Kelly a week ago. 24 carries, 60 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
23 yards to pick up there.
Well, this is an awfully tough one to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Kelly on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
Throwing. Love. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds, or no one's going to have a chance at it.
And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Love now. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Play action this time with Love. To the sideline and incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. They'll go again with Kelly. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles' 20-yard line.
Kelly tries the right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake, Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Mayfield now on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough, and the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken at the 37. Oh, what a move. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the ball. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Kelly. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Love. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter down from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Now Kelly running left. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This one into the hands of Burton. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Love. These guys running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Joshua Kelly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Dixon now to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up the 1st down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run up the gut with Kelly. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Commanders went for it, but they could not pick up the 1st. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down, that percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
Singletary to get the drive started. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Hands it off out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield going deep downfield for Ross. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Kelly. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Harrison Bryant from 10 yards out. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And
Yeah, not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, going to the air with Love. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Love. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Singletary again. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Love now. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They give up the middle to Kelly.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
To throw now. Here's Love. And this is incomplete.
He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Setting up the screen to Kelly. Oh, nice move. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Love from the gun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing, Love.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Josh Reynolds, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
They go right back to Singletary. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle.
shedding the tackle. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And this is a commentary of today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Reynolds with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Commanders 41, Eagles 14.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He stiff arms him, sheds off the tackle, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball start.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Taken in at the 22.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here is Washington now to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield.
That is caught left side by Bryant. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Singletary here running out of the gun.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Mayfield's throw hauled in by Washington.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. A give up the middle to Singletary. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion
completion brings up 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A give. This is Kelly. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Love looking to throw it. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. He's been doing 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They run up the gut with Kelly. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Kelly. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A give left side, Kelly. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
A 36-yard attempt.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that lead CD going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Now Mayfield. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's Baker. Able to complete this one to McLeod. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Mayfield. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try to get the touchdown later.
Mayfield to throw. And that's incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. This to get it back to a one-score game. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Washington, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.